Alright gang, let's do it. I'm going to show you the shop here. You're going to see why I need to build hardware carts and carts for trimmer line and every other thing you can imagine. So it all started when I wanted to buy some new equipment. But the new equipment wouldn't fit in anywhere, so I had to build a table for the long mill. Then I had to put all my other tools on mobile bases. But now, the old saying that you have to make a mess to clean up a mess has finally come to a standstill because I can't get anything done. So I'm going to set up my camera. Makers Murphy and some guys in his lab the other day decided they wanted to see this build. I hope they're not disappointed. It's going to be the simplest little hardware cart, but it's going to use all of the storage systems that I have already, and I'm just going to better utilize them, and I'm going to employ this brand new set of bins because they mount on rails. It's going to be a simple build, but I hope you all enjoy it. So let's get started. Alright, so I'm gathering up materials while I'm waiting on both the phone to charge and the remote for my tripod to charge. Here is our plan. Basically, under this table right here, I have 33.5 inches, as tall as I can go. And so I need to be aware that I have 1 inch of rollers. I have 3 inches of top plate and silt plate. It's a good thing we just need short lengths out of this. I wouldn't have to. I'll get back with you when battery's charged and we'll get this thing going. Alright, so our base plate is 18.5 with a 2x on each side. That'll give us 22.5. Alright, so this will be a lot like cutting a ski, but we're going to go 29 on our uprights. We're going to clamp them in place. Alrighty. And now that it's too late, we'll measure it again. Perfect. Not bad. Could always be worse, I guess. And so let's check our mark here at 58. And our mark wouldn't be bad, but we can trim up a little bit. Snug him up because he's got a twist. Why people lose tape measures. All right. Good enough. Now measure my top plate. It's 18.5, so 22.5. We'll cut one more at 22.5, and that'll give us our top plate. Alright. Move this guy up here. Alrighty, so we have all of our main pieces cut. I'm gonna get us set up, and we'll go ahead and start putting it together. Alright, so we will put the base out of the way. We will start with this. Ooh, got a little twist. Got a lot of twist. But we knew that already. Alright. So, first thing we're going to do, and this is going to be a handful of spaghetti. Alright, so using 3-inch drywall screws, wide drywall screws, because I have so many of them. These things though, you got to drive them slow, and they got to find their way. You don't use a 3-inch drywall screw every day, but Ollie's Outlet had them for, I don't know, I got a 2-pound bucket of them for, or maybe it was a 3-pound bucket of them for $5. I've been using them for years. Square this one up the same way, except we got a twist this time. Not sure how we're going to do that. Like I said, it's going to be a handful of spaghetti. That's bad. But not building a church. let's see. And let's see if we can close that. Yep. But I think it's got about a 6-in-1 twist, kind of like a rifle barrel. Well, yep, it's going to be the dog's breakfast, all right. The only thing to do is to do it. Now, but it will hold it good enough for me to put the base on it. Yeah, we'll go this way. So I guess this is more of a comedy of errors than anything else, but what do you expect when you get such crappy lumber? Now, it should be said, I absolutely, positively do not. So it lows, but we're just trying to make something out of it that is useful and needed in this monstrosity of a mess. So good. Now, I fully expect this to explode when I take the clamps off of it. There's one. There's two. There's three. And here's four. All right. So we didn't get the anticipated explosion, but I wouldn't say it's pretty. So now we're going to clamp her down and we're going to put the rollers on it. And let's see here. Let's take her back here. So I got these little 98-cent rollers from Harbor Freight, and I'll put those on with 1-inch drywall screws. This has been, so please lower your expectations. Good. Alright, so logic says let's do that. We got a little road rash on the corner there. And number 4. Little magnetic parts tray from Harbor Freight is very useful, especially when you're prone to knocking stuff off the table. Let's see how she rolls, and then we will get to mounting this hardware. Not bad for an uneven garage floor. Alright, so I'm going to pause you and clean up my work area, and then we'll get back to it. Imagine how irritating I would be if I had to stop in the middle of the road and swap that out after I spent the time to... Yeah, that's the rails. Alrighty. Alright, now alright, so then I've got 2 more. There you be. Oops. All right, good. I want to, let's see what this guy does. And so let's see here. I'll put the bins back in there. unscrew those two. Alright, one moment. Alright, so we're going to use a piece of 2x6 and we're going to cut 3 braces for these out of the 2x6. And that is 18 3/4. So we're going to go 18 3/4 and a hair. And then if we need to trim it, we will. And we need a little bit about a blade width. There you go. That's a bookmark for somebody. I'm going to grab the table saw and we're going to cut this into 3. Alright, so we will say well, that happens sometimes, but interesting. So one of our boards has a spacer. We're going to line them up on both sides. And then we're going to countersink. Not that it really matters other than it looks neater. And you know, considering the level of quality and craftsmanship in this board already, I figured I at least owed it some countersunk screws. Sorry, gang, had to put the dog out. Now, this thing was here when we moved in, and it's seen better days, but it's a good solution to this problem for now. So, alright, so let's go down. Say 18. And say 18. And so I'll just cut us a little brace here. The oldie. Cut between them. Well, so the bottom of it would be right there. Alright, so this in 3 and oops, 3/4. And 3. live television. All right. Better check the other side. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so there we be. Alright, so I got one more of these things. Alright, gang. Go get... Then, of course, the idea is that we'll label all the bins with what's in them. And all that. But right this minute, the important thing is finding a good place to jump off here and go edit the problem out of this video so it doesn't look like I'm a complete schlep. Alright, rock stars, it is definitely not as easy as it looked to make a project video. There's a whole lot more planning that goes into it than what I did. I'll turn the camera around so you can see what we did. And I hope if you didn't enjoy the video, at least you got a... So on one side I have this heavy case of drawers that has seen better days. It was here when we moved in. I just decided to use it. I put one row of medium-sized gray bins, and then I'm probably going to put a little lip down here under that caddy because it's sticking out a little further than I want it to. And then on this side I have 3 sizes of bins, and our frame isn't quite as wide as the pegboard, but it'll work. It'll be just fine. It's all I need. So anyway, that's that. And alright, so I've wasted enough of your time. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you've not, I hope you have at least gotten a few laughs. It's a lot harder than it looks, especially with one camera, and you have a face more meant for radio or watching television. Anyway, enjoy, and God bless you all.